Welcome back, everyone. Before we dive into today's mind-blowing story, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a juicy update on your favorite celebrities. Now, let's get into it. In recent weeks, one of Hollywood's most iconic couples, George and Amal Clooney, has been thrust into the spotlight, yet again. But this time, it's not for their charitable efforts or lavish getaways. Instead, the world has been left asking one simple question: where is George Clooney? It all started when the actor, renowned for his roles in Ocean's 11, Gravity*, and The Descendants, was mysteriously absent from several high-profile events. From international premieres to galas where he's often seen with his stunning wife, Amal, George's sudden disappearance raised a lot of eyebrows. His fans were puzzled and, understandably, concerned. But as with every great mystery, there was more to the story than meets the eye. And it's Amal Clooney who has come forward to shed some light on the truth behind her husband's absence. It was a night like any other. The Clooneys had just wrapped up a major charity event in Los Angeles, and the world was eager to see the couple make their grand entrance at a luxury charity gala in New York. But as the evening went on, the spotlight turned toward Amal, and there was still no sign of George. For days, rumors swirled about his health, his whereabouts, and whether something was seriously wrong. The tabloids were quick to create sensational headlines, with some even speculating that George might have been in hiding to avoid the paparazzi or deal with a personal crisis. So, where had he gone? Amal Clooney, the human rights lawyer and global advocate, has always been fiercely private about her family life, but she recently broke her silence. During an exclusive interview, Amal shared details of George's disappearance, and it wasn't what most people expected. To the shock of many, Amal revealed that George had been on a much-needed mental health retreat. With the fast-paced nature of their lives, constantly under media scrutiny, traveling for humanitarian causes, and juggling their careers, both George and Amal recognized that the actor needed time to recharge, both mentally and physically. "We live in a world that often demands so much from us," Amal explained. "It's easy to forget that even the strongest of us need time for themselves. George has been dealing with some intense personal matters, but he's stronger for it now. It's been a much-needed break for him, and I'm grateful that he's finally taking the time to focus on his well-being." This revelation made fans realize that what was being called George's disappearance wasn't something sinister after all. It was simply a man trying to take care of his mental health, which, let's face it, is something we can all relate to. Mental health issues are often overlooked in the fast-paced world of Hollywood, but George has been candid about his struggles in the past. In interviews, the actor has spoken about his battle with anxiety, particularly when he first rose to fame. The pressure of being in the public eye, constantly under the microscope, was overwhelming for him at times. In a 2019 interview, he opened up about feeling like he had lost control over his life as his career took off. He shared how he struggled with feeling trapped by the demands of fame. But what's inspiring about George is that he's never shied away from confronting his vulnerabilities head-on. This time, George took a more proactive approach to take care of his mental health. Amal, who has always been incredibly supportive of her husband, explained that George's retreat was not just a break from the spotlight, but also a moment for him to reconnect with himself outside of his public persona. "George needed to step away and clear his mind," Amal said. "It wasn't about escaping reality but giving himself the space to be the best version of himself, both for his family and his work." Amal's openness about George's retreat is a reflection of the couple's commitment to raising awareness about mental health. They both believe in being transparent about their struggles and creating a safe space for others to talk about their challenges. In recent years, both George and Amal have used their platforms to promote mental health awareness. In fact, Amal has been instrumental in advocating for the rights of those suffering from mental illness, particularly in conflict zones where mental health care is scarce. This personal commitment to well-being and public advocacy is just another reason why the Clooneys are considered one of the most admirable couples in Hollywood. While the Clooneys may live in a world that's far removed from most of us, there's an important lesson to be learned from their story. Mental health should always be a priority. We live in a society that often glorifies busyness, success, and perfection, but it's okay to take a step back and focus on ourselves when we need it. George Clooney's decision to take time off shows that even the most accomplished people face personal struggles, and that taking a break to recharge is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. It's a lesson we could all stand to learn. As George continues to focus on his personal well-being, and Amal leads the charge in her mission to fight for justice and human rights. It's clear that this couple isn't just known for their red carpet appearances, they are dedicated to making a difference in the world. The Clooneys remind us that self-care is essential, that it's okay to step away and take time for ourselves, and that behind the fame, they're just like anyone else. And that's what makes them truly inspiring.